A lot of people like to think of chefs as artists, but to me, I really feel like we're craftsmen. And like any good craft, there are the tools of the trade. But if you're a novice home cook or just a beginner trying to get into the industry, you might not know what a lot of this stuff is. I recently had a friend reach out to me and he said he didn't know what a lot of the equipment I was using in my videos was. So today that changed. I am gonna go over the essential equipment that every home cook needs, and then a few of my top personal favorite little kitchen gadgets that aren't completely necessary, but they're really fun to play with and might elevate your cooking game if you want to go there. So as you can see, there's a lot here, so let's dive right in. Alright, so first up we have the vegetable peeler. These are extremely useful, obviously, to peel vegetables, but you can make ribbons out of these. You can do a lot of stuff with a veggie peeler. Absolutely essential. They come in a lot of different varieties. This one right here is sort of like an industry standard. It's a Swiss brand. You can get these on Amazon. They also sell them in Williams-Sonoma and other places. They're very easy to find. Next up on our list, we have the classic of any kitchen, a wooden spoon. These are so essential for any home cook because no matter what type of pots or pans you are using in your home, a wooden spoon will not scratch it, so it is absolutely essential you have one of these. Alright, next up we have measuring cups and measuring spoons. These are extremely essential for any home cook. If you're going to use any American style recipe, pretty much everything is going to be in cups or tablespoons or measured out by volume. But if you want to be like the big dogs in the fine dining kitchens or any major kitchen for that matter, they're going to be weighing out the recipes by grams, and for that you're going to need a digital scale. These make cooking so much easier. It's one thing, you don't need to find a bunch of cups and spoons and all those things to cook. Just one digital scale makes everything so much easier. This one in particular I got on Amazon for around $30 or $40, but if you don't want to go that far, your good old-fashioned measuring cups and measuring spoons will work just fine. Alright, next up we have microplanes. These are extremely useful. I know for the most part people think these are only for zesting citrus and things like that, but they have a multitude of different uses. You can shred cheese with these, you can do ginger, you can do garlic. Garlic particularly is great on a microplane because you don't have to take the skin off, you don't have to peel it, you don't have to smash it with a knife or do anything. You can grate it right on here, the skin will stay behind, and you will get a nice garlicky minced paste. And you don't have to cut anything. It's so easy. Definitely recommend. These are not very expensive, very useful. Definitely should pick one up. Bench scrapers. These are so fantastic because if you are chopping something with your knife, you have a whole bunch of onions or whatever, and you have to transfer them to a pan, this is what you want. You try to use your knife, you have a very good chance of cutting yourself or possibly dropping your knife or ruining the blade or something like that. But with this, that problem goes away. But not only is this just a shovel, you can scrape a cutting board down, you can scrape a table off, you can do so many things with these. Even like this one has little measurements on it in case you want to make your knife cuts better or you actually want to measure something out. They're really great. This one's really sturdy, it's got the nice handle. You can buy these online, Amazon, they're not very expensive. And dough scrapers are also really great at portioning dough if you ever get that far in your culinary expertise. Next up we have rubber spatulas, or more specifically silicone spatulas. Rubber spatulas are great, but rubber melts. Silicone, not so much. These can be left in the oven. Why you would leave this in the oven, I don't know, but you could, and they're not gonna melt. They're really great. Specifically, it's nice because there's no slot for this to come off. This is one solid piece. It's not gonna come apart like this one. I don't even know why they make them like that. Bacteria can get in there. It's kind of gross. Although they work, they're not the best. Silicone ones, like these, are the move. Every home cook should have one. Obviously, I could go on and on with this list. There are so many awesome little kitchen tools out there that make cooking the fun activity that it is. But if you stick to these 6 recommendations that I have for you, your time in the kitchen will be that much easier. And be sure to look out for part 2 of this series where I go over some bigger pieces of equipment, blenders, mixers, cutting boards, and most importantly, knives. So be sure to look out for that. And if you have any questions about any of the tools I ever use in any of my videos, please let me know. Leave a comment down below and I will be sure to get back to you. But above all else, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time, chefs.